Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to read the story to you today. It's called The Blackout. The genre in this story is realistic fiction. Realistic fiction means that it's a story about something that can happen in real life. Um, so let's find out what The Blackout is about and see if it could actually happen in real life. Okay, boys and girls? Here we go.
The Blackout, written by Zetta Elliott, illustrated by Maxime Lebrun. The lights went out during the storm. Everything went quiet.
Ooh, so there was actually a storm. The lights went out and it was quiet, right? Now, if I were if I didn't know what the word quiet means, I would click here and it would tell me what the meaning of the word quiet means. So I'm gonna click on it just so that you can see.
Quiet. When you are quiet, you do not make a sound.
So that means that they could not hear any sound. It was quiet. Now in the picture you see here a little boy and you see a lady over here. Okay, we don't know who they are. I know that this is a little boy and this is a lady over here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in the story.
I will check on Mr. Stevens, Mama says.
Oh, so Mama's gonna go check on Mr. Stevens. Let's see what happens.
I will check on Martha and Todd, Papa says.
So Papa is gonna go check on someone else, which is Martha and Todd, right?
I will check on Mrs. Johnson, I say.
Ooh, so
Close
right
read.
here.
Underline the words that tell what the boy says.
So right here we have the little boy, and they want to know what words did the boy say? What did he say? He said that he was going to go what? So I'm going to get my pen and I'm going to underline the words that the little boy said. The little boy said, I will check on Miss Johnson. Okay? That's what he said. So those are the words that I underlined because the little boy said them. Okay? So he's going to go check on Miss Johnson. Okay? I'm going to go to the next one. And I'm going to erase my line.
I go upstairs with my flashlight.
So he went, remember, he went to go check on Miss Johnson. Do you remember the first page where the lady was? She was where? She was upstairs. And then the little boy was downstairs. So he went upstairs to check on Miss Johnson. And let's see what Miss Johnson was doing.
Mrs. Johnson's radio was always on, but now it is silent. Vocabulary in context. Underline the words that help you figure out what silent means.
So what does silent mean? Okay. Silent, to me, silent means, and you all know when they say, okay, boys and girls, it needs to be silent. That means it has to be super what? Quiet, right? And we learned what the word quiet means. That means that you do not hear anything. Okay? They have the same meanings, but they're different words. They're spelled different. Okay? But they have the same meaning. Quiet, silent. Okay? Now, they want you to underline the words that help you with the word silent means. Well, to me, the word silent is the opposite of on. Okay? What is on? Off. Okay? So when you're on, you're like talking, you're not quiet. But when you're off, you're silent. You don't hear anything coming out of your mouth, right? Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and erase the line because if I go to the next one, it'll show up on the next page. Here we go.
I need a battery, Mrs. Johnson mutters. I give her my battery. Close read. How would you describe the boy? Highlight the details that help you.
Okay, so right here we had the word mutters. What does mutters mean? Like I said, if you don't know, I'm going to click it so you can know what the word mutter means. Okay.
Mutters. When a person mutters, he or she mumbles.
So that means that she mumbled. When she mumbles, that means that you can barely listen to her or you can barely understand what she said. So she said, "I need a more battery." So she mutters, right? Real silently, you couldn't hear it, but the little boy heard her. So what he did is that he gave her the battery that he had in his flashlight. So let's see what happens next. I'm sorry. How would you and also how would you describe the little boy? The little boy is being helpful. He came upstairs, he checked on Miss Johnson, and he lent her the battery or gave her the battery, okay, so that she could hear the radio. Okay, so he was being very helpful, very kind too. Let's go to the next page.
Mrs. Johnson puts my battery in her radio. It works. Everyone comes. We all listen until the lights come back on.
Here's another word, listen. If you don't know what the word listen means, you can click on it and listen to it.
Listen. When you listen, you try to hear something or someone.
So when you listen is like you right now, you're listening to the story, the blackout. Okay? So it's important that in this picture, everybody in this story, everybody wanted to come to Miss Johnson upstairs to listen to the radio. Okay. And that was the end of the story, boys and girls. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you need to go back and listen to it, you can. Okay.